Alright, good evening Toastmasters. My name is Debbie, major in Business Administration, junior year. All of us live in this world for a very special reason. We all act as different characters in different people's lives. We're not alone. See, you're now sitting next to someone. Maybe your introduction just now was your last conversation in this lifetime. Well, that's a pity. Or perhaps this person sitting next to you will have some big impact on your life. You never know. Now, I don't know if you've drawn this before, but I believe all of you have this picture in mind. Connections to different characters. You're in the center, and all those are characters that mean a lot to you. For example, Debbie and Daddy and Mommy and brother. Beloved family members. Debbie and Carl, BFF. Debbie and Ruby and Alvin and Sandy, roommates, 2011. Debbie and her grandpa Pete. He's the reason why she joined Toastmasters. And all those are the ones she loves and cares. There's a saying that people come into our lives for a reason. Now consider our life as a story, but it's nearly impossible that we will love every plot of our story. Some characters are just so adorable, while some are very annoying and even evil. Okay, now you might have a question in mind. What about the person we hate? Do they also come into our lives for a reason? Well, yes. Even if you hate someone so much, they've already walked into our lives and rewritten our story. And sometimes, the person you hate can bring some reasons that can make bigger changes in your life. I have a perfect example for you tonight. Debbie and the robber. I was robbed this week. Very unfortunate. It was Tuesday night, and I got a meeting until 12:30 at night, very late. As I was heading home, I put my handbag in the basket of my bicycle. And I was so tired, but considering that I hadn't prepared for my presentation for the next morning, all the thing I wished was to go back home as soon as possible. And there were nobody on the street. As I was about to arrive at my apartment, a motorcycle emerged from my side. And the motorcyclist reached out his hand and rudely grabbed my bag. I was stunned. So I screamed and yelled and accelerated, hoping that I could get a glimpse of the number of his motorcycle. But it was so late, it was so dark that I could see nothing. My sound was echoing in the neighborhood, but it was so late, so no one answered me, not to mention people would come to my rescue. And I was very sad, standing in the middle of the road, and just watched the robber disappear on the end of the road with my bag. When I was sitting in the police office, my tears couldn't stop dropping. Not because I mourned for the cash and all those valuables I've lost. I cried because just a few days ago, my mom spent so much time patching all the holes in my bag because she knows how much I love that bag. And I cried because Amy gave me a card on that day. I put it in my bag, but I hadn't got the chance to read that, and I feel so sorry. And I cried because there were so many stuff in there that meant so much to me, and now they were gone forever. Yeah, they were gone forever. And they were gone forever. And I have thousands of reasons to hate that robber. Sorry. And even now, the thing of how I was robbed still replays again and again in my mind. I even dreamed about the robber. And in the dream, I knelt down, begging him to give me my things back. And it's insane. It's totally driving me crazy. Robbers. probably the most unwelcome character in our lives. And he came and wrote some unpleasant and horrible plots in our story. So why? Why did you come into my life and ruin everything? What kind of stupid reason you're here? For the next few days, I was like this, asking myself questions again and again. Well, in order to ease my rage, I tried to tell myself, Debbie, calm down. How about you write some good aspects of what you see in this incident? And that will make you feel better. So I started to think. So very reluctantly, I started to think. Okay, the good things that the robber taught me. Reason number 1. Okay, the robber reminds me that nowhere is completely safe in this world anymore. So what? I've known that for ages and it doesn't help. Reason number 2. Well, the robber, he inspired me so that I can finish my C10 script in a very short time. Well, that's true, but I still hate to. Reason number 3.
What's a robber?
This is not going to work. My paper was full of rage and hatred, and I thought I would never find a proper answer without hatred. But surprisingly, life found me one proper answer later on. It's true that you lost something material, but what did you get after this? Didn't you get the chance to feel love and concern? Just think about that. When you were in the police office, Mike was there helping me when I almost lost my mind. And my dear friend, they just kept asking me, Debbie, are you okay in the next few days? And Evelyn, she gave me a name card and said, the next time if you need to make an emergency call, here's my phone number. And I believe everyone back here will help you as well. And I surely believe they will. And all of a sudden, I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that I realized even if you're a person very, very independent, you need someone to lean on your desperate moments. Even if the bad guys. That is why people came into our lives. They come to assist you through a difficulty, and they come to help you physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and they come to hug you when you're shivering. Even the bad guy. I have thousands of reasons to hate that guy, but if it had not been for this guy, I wouldn't have understood how great my friends are. The robber came into my life and taught me about the world. He taught me about the world. Yes, it may seem that at the time he does us more harm than good, but at last you will find the positive side of this event. And now, I need to accept this lesson and put what I've learned from this event to using all other relationships and areas, just like now. I'm just so glad I can stand here and share things that I think is very important with you guys. Your friends, your family, your roommates, a stranger that you didn't even see what he looks like, or a robber you hate so much. People, they all come into our lives for a certain reason. And it is really a blessing that I was surrounded by a circle like this. A circle that made me who I am today. I was the chosen one who had to suffer a very, very uncomfortable memory. But I am the lucky one who has experienced love through this. So thank you, my dear friends, for letting me be stronger. Back to Tim.